Hi, I'm Holden Chow, Member of Legislative Council. As the member of the Bills Committee for Article 23 legislation, I scrutinize the bill. Now I shall let my DAB colleagues to address you some key aspects of the bill. Unlike what you have heard from Western pundits and governments in discrediting Hong Kong, the truth is our Article 23 legislation is more lenient as compared with national security laws in many other countries.
I'm Elaine Chick, member of DAB Executive Committee. Hong Kong lawmakers scrutinized this draft bill on Article 23 legislation, making sure that our legislation will not only be capable enough to safeguard national security, but also be able to meet international standards, human rights practice, and respond to public concerns. Let's look at some of the clauses in the draft bill. According to Clause 73 of the Safeguarding National Security Bill, application can be made to the court by the police with supported information on oath for extension of detention period of an arrested person in police custody without charge for up to 14 days in total after the 48 hours initial detention period. It is common that for serious crimes endangering national security, it usually takes longer time for investigation or for securing, preserving, or obtaining evidence of the offense by questioning the arrested person. With reference to Schedule 6, Part 6 of the National Security Act 2023 of the UK, it also empowers judicial authority to extend or further extend a detention warrant, with grounds provided by the police for investigation or for obtaining and preserving relevant evidence. In Hong Kong, we stress that such arrangement must be done by application to court and subject to the court's decision.
Hi, I'm Joseph Chan, the Executive Committee member of DAB. In order to prevent or investigate offences endangering national security, the Safeguarding National Security Bill, Clause 80, stated that an eligible police officer may apply to a magistrate for a movement restriction order, directing that a person on bail must comply with the specified requirements and the specified conditions imposed in relation to those requirements. The aforementioned order will be specified by the magistrate, and it could be one or more of the following requirements, such as the person on bail must reside in the specific places during the specified period, or the person on bail must not associate or communicate with the specified person during the specified period. Such movement restriction order provides a crucial measure for magistrates to prevent or investigate offences endangering our national security. And it is actually very common in other countries' law. For example, in UK, the National Security Act 2023 has a similar arrangement to empower the Secretary of State to impose restrictions not only at individuals' residence, but also his travel, property, use of financial service, use of electronic communication devices, and many other aspects.
I'm Victor Lau, Chairperson of Yarn DAB. The extension of detention procedures in the Safeguarding National Security Bill gazetted by the Hong Kong SAR government is similar to the procedures in the UK National Security Act. Both regimes required procedures including court's application for extension of detention. Comparing with the UK National Security Act, Part 5 and Part 6 of the UK National Security Act enable police in UK to detain without charge an individual suspected of being involved in foreign power threat activities for up to 48 hours initially. The Act also provides the ability for police and prosecutors in UK to apply to the courts for a warrant to detain the suspect for up to 7 days, with the ability to apply for a further extension up to a maximum of 14 days. However, under exceptional circumstances, normally with the approval of the UK Parliament through emergency legislation, the maximum detention period for those arrested can be extended to 28 days. This is what UK does.
Plus, the UK Secretary of State may also impose measures to demand a person to receive polygraph test.
Unlike UK, we do not have such arrangement. It is clearly demonstrated that the procedures proposed by the Hong Kong SAR government is more lenient than the UK one.
I'm Noel, Standing Committee members of DAB and Central and Western District Council members.
According to Article 23 of the Basic Law, there is a requirement to make laws that prohibit certain acts, including seditions.
In the past, it has been observed that inciting hatred against the central authorities or the Hong Kong SAR government doesn't always lead to violence or disruption of public order. However, if those acts of incitement are not adjusted, they can contribute to large-scale riots that quickly get out of control. Based on the past experience, it is important to clearly define and improve the elements of the related offenses.
Seditious conspiracy is considered a crime in many common law jurisdictions. For example, in the United States, some members of the far-right militia were charged with seditious conspiracy for their involvement in the January 6 United States Capitol attack.
But we also stress that under Section 22 of the bill, it's clearly and specifically enshrined there that criticizing the government, regardless of how harsh it is, will never constitute offense of sedition. The International Committee and critics need not to have any concern at all about blasting the government.
In conclusion, the draft clauses of the Safeguarding National Security Bill in Hong Kong demonstrate a commitment to addressing national security concerns while upholding international standards and addressing public concerns.
The proposed extension of detention periods and movement restriction orders align with similar provisions in the UK's National Security Act.
By enacting these measures, Hong Kong can enhance its ability to prevent and investigate offences endangering national security.
Given the importance of maintaining stability and safeguarding the well-being of its citizens, it is crucial for the legislation process to be complete timely. We should show our support for enacting this law as soon as possible, ensuring the long-term security and prosperity of Hong Kong.